Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess. Let me tell y'all something. So, before we get into hot topics, I am watching Scandal. Okay, this is my either it's my third or fourth time. It's either third or fourth. Anyways, I'm rewatching Scandal. I do remember it's one season that I'm not gonna like. Because at one point, I did feel like Shonda kind of just started to throw stuff together. Because I think she had Scandal, she had How to Get Away with, with Annalise Keating, and even Grey's Anatomy too. I think all going on at the same time, and I felt like she started dropping the ball with Scandal. And it got to the point where I remember some episodes, a lot of episodes. I forgot what season it was though. It was almost like, girl, this really could have been like a 30-minute episode. I felt like she was rushing and throwing stuff together. But anyways, when I tell you, one thing I forgot about is how they read each other for blood. Hey, when I tell y'all the way that they read each other for filth on Scandal needs to be studied. Girl. Right now I'm in season 3. Daddy Pope, he didn't come in until the end of season 2. I know Daddy, I do remember Daddy Pope getting the girls together a few times. That Melly, girl, when I tell you Melly is something serious. When I tell you Miss Thing, that tongue on Melly, girl, baby, that mouth on Cyrus, girl, that mouth on Sally. I tell you, when Sally, girl, when Sally told Cyrus that he was a girl, because I ain't gonna lie, Cyrus be talking to Sally crazy, and Sally don't play about the Lord. Because Sally is a God fearing woman, and Sally was fed up with Cyrus' mess. She was fed up because Cyrus be talking to people crazy, and girl, Sally told Cyrus basically, you always coming for me, and I'm sick of it. I don't never say nothing about your godless. Girl, what she said? I don't never say nothing about your godless homosexual lifestyle. I said, girl, what? Girl, you just saw this man. Girl, she said, I don't say nothing about your godless homosexual lifestyle. I don't say nothing about you bringing that cute little brown baby into that mess. I said, ooh, Sally. Me and Sally would have, girl, baby, me and Sally would have tore that office up. Girl, what did you say to me? Baby, that Sally was a mess. Baby, Sally said, I'm sick of you. She said, you ain't got no respect. So she told him, she said, you have no respect. Okay? Sally was sick of Cyrus. Girl, Cyrus, she had a smart mouth on her. Girl, but yeah. Y'all need to go back and watch Scandal. Right now I'm on season 3, episode 3 or 4. I can't remember. But yeah. Anyways, the girl, who y'all think was the best reader? Olivia, I don't remember. Olivia really wasn't a reader on the show. She was more of just kind of getting her clients together in a professional way. But I don't remember her ever just really getting the girls together. To me, it was more so Cyrus, girl, Melly, and Sally, girl. And probably even that, like I said, I just got Daddy, Daddy Pope didn't come in until the end of season 2. And maybe even Daddy Pope. But right now, the girls who I'm gonna give it to is Cyrus, Melly, and Sally. Girl, the white girls. Girl, the white girls. Ain't gonna lie. The white girls, girl, they was turning each other to shreds on that show. Baby, the way that Melly used to talk to Fitz sometimes, I'm surprised Fitz didn't tell you something. The way that Melly used to talk to Fitz, and he deserved every single bit of it, girl. I'm surprised he didn't put a hit out on that lady. Baby, girl, on some real stuff, girl. Girl, it was a few times. It was a few times Olivia should have got popped in her face. You want to talk about a disrespectful horror? When I tell you, Olivia was the girl. Let me tell you something. We don't fight over no man. We not fighting over no man. We fighting over the disrespect, though. Girl, you really is in this building screwing my husband, girl, and smiling in my face. I'd rather you just screw my husband and don't say nothing to me. Honey, Olivia, that was a piece of work. Girl, Olivia was a piece of work. Olivia was a piece of work. She was. Hmm. Hmm. That Columbus short though, that thing was so fine. Oh, Columbus short was so fine. But anyways, who y'all think were the best readers? I know Daddy Pope is about to because he's in a couple he's in a little one too. I think Daddy Pope gonna get in his bag when the mama come. Girl, when I ain't like Candy. When Olivia mama pop up on the scene. One thing the girls on Scandal will do is give you an old nasty monologue. What until they gonna girl, I thought I'd be down here giving the girls speeches. Girl, girl, one thing about it, two things for sure, three things for certain. Girl, you gonna get a speech every episode. Okay, a nasty one. Hey. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. All right, all right, all right. So listen to this. This is according to Daily Mail. So this is an exclusive. So Wendy Williams breaks silence on Diddy. Y'all already know what he was accused of. Investigation years after she was criticized for speaking out against the disgraced rapper. So Wendy Williams has spoken out in the wake of Sean Diddy Combs' arrest, claiming it was about time the disgraced rapper was investigated. Williams, 60, had always been openly critical of the disgraced music mogul throughout her career, so was unsurprisingly revealed to learn that he is being investigated. What is really weird is that I have been told by so many people, Wendy, you called it, she told Daily Mail exclusively, including some people from my family who have said the same. The popular TV host said she was doing good in the wake of her health concerns. Said she was horrified at the video of Combs abusing his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hotel lobby. Um, you know what I feel about that? It is about time, she said. To see this video on TV of Cassie getting pummeled, it was just horrific. But now you have to think how many more times, how many people, how many more women. It's just so horrible. Then they went on to talk about Wendy Williams' show airing. And the last episode, I'm sorry, the Wendy Williams show aired its final episode in June of 2022 after 13 years. Y'all already know about that. That's sad. One fan wrote, I truly miss Auntie Wendy Williams on days like today. No one did hot topics like she did. No one. I can almost hear her going off on Puff Daddy and telling us she told us so. They also went on to go to talk about the awkward interview she did with Diddy. You know what's so crazy, y'all? I don't ever remember Wendy doing an interview with Diddy. When I saw that clip resurface on the internet the other day, I was like, wait, hold up. But anyways, it goes on to talk about over the weekend an awkward interview with Diddy from 2017. Appearance on the Wendy Williams show resurfaced. The clip showed the controversial rapper talking to Williams about her son Kevin Hunter Jr., who was 16 at the time. And let me tell you something. As a mother of a now 16-year-old, Williams said before Diddy interrupted, yeah, I'm sorry, who I met backstage. He's a great young man. Williams swiftly thanked him for the compliment before appearing to space out and stutter her words as Diddy stared at her. Girl, it was a mess. When he said it, she lost her train of thought. Like, um, commenters quickly flocked the old clip and noted how cagey Williams was when Diddy mentioned her son, now 24. That was a threat. He's saying play nice, one wrote. Another said the way that she hesitated, you know what she knew about him. Girl. Anyways, and then they go on to talk about Cassie and all that stuff. But I'm happy. that my auntie, let it be known. Girl, I told y'all I help her so. Y'all know how I feel about it. There's too many people on the internet now talking about how they miss Wendy. I remember at one point, girl, the girls swore up and down they couldn't stand Wendy, even though they would watch. Now all of a sudden, girl, we miss Wendy, we miss Wendy, we miss Wendy, we miss Wendy, girl. Now y'all miss Wendy. Y'all was just dragging her the other day before she got off TV. Anyways, that's Auntie. We love her. Shout out to Wendy. Can I say something? Okay. So this is according to the neighborhood talk. Girl, I was about to start running my mouth and we don't even you don't even know what I'm talking about. Yandy Smith checks a fan for seemingly offering Mendeecees head. Hmm. Watch your effing mouth in your throat. So someone went under Mendeecees' picture and put, I got a problem in my throat. You got a solution? And then so, I don't know what I okay. Now I did go to Mendeecees' page because I'm nosy. Okay, because I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to see what was going on, and it was like 275 comments, and I was not about to go through all those comments. But these are the ones, the most important ones. Okay, the ones that they captured. Um, Somehow an STD got brought into the conversation. I don't know why. Yandy responded, there's a doctor for that. He ain't the one, sis. And then she responded and said, ma'am, never just appreciating our fine man. And then Yandy responded and said, well, watch your effing mouth in your throat next time. I believe that multiple things can be true at the same time. I believe, now this is just what I believe, okay? I'll start out with this. I believe that the woman who put that under that photo, girl, not to be disrespectful, but girl, you a hoe. And you probably a bona fide hoe at that. Sister, we got to tug on your wig just for 5 seconds. Y'all don't be having no shame in y'all game. I will sit here and talk about how somebody's fine. I will sit here and talk about, oh girl, yes, come on, tug and pull. We kikiing and laughing, giggling. Girl, I have never in my life went to anyone's profile, page, Snapchat, Black Planet, MySpace, BGC Live, BGC Live, Grinder Scruff, girl, Facebook, Twitter X, girl, and left a comment about me hoping that you can rearrange my tonsils. Girl, hoping that you can touch that little thing that swings in the back of my throat. Shout out to Cardi B. Girl, you really went down to the Instagram and put, I got a problem in my throat. You got a solution. Oh, I get what Yandy's saying. She was responding to her saying, I got a problem in my throat. And then Yandy said the H word. There's a doctor for that, sis. He ain't the. Oh, I get. I see. I get it now. Okay, she was responding to her saying she got something in her throat, so she was saying, "Oh, you must got an STD." Okay, I get it. Anyways, yeah. I'm just at a loss for words sometimes at some of at 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 how some of you choose to just stand, girl, just stand in your wholeness. publicly. See, back in the day, when you was gonna be a hoe, you did it undercover. Girl, y'all hoes. Y'all ain't got no shame. Girl, when you was a hoe back in the day, didn't nobody know you was a hoe. You wasn't supposed to let nobody know that you was a hoe. And when somebody found out you was a hoe, you denied. You denied. Y'all ain't got no shame in y'all game. We had shame in our game. Okay, especially for the girls, because if we're gonna if we're gonna have some honest communication today, we know that it is a big difference between the way that men can move sexually and the way that women can move sexually. Girl, once a woman has sex with one person, you are damaged goods, right? So we know it's different for I can get on here, right? One of the privileges of being a man is I can get on YouTube and say the trifling stuff I used to do. Some of. So, because believe it or not, y'all think y'all done heard everything, honey. We ain't even scratched the surface. Baby, I used to be a mess back in the day, baby. Um, but I can get on here and say some of the trifling, hoish, girl, Delilah spirit, Jezebel ways that I used to have. But women can't really do that. I mean, they can, um, but they will be judged really, really harshly. Um, so I am kind. When I saw this, I did roll my eyes at that lady. Like, girl, you's a hoe. Girl, like you like a hoe out loud, like living out loud, girl. Bright colors, bright, girl, big lights, girl, like Las Vegas lights, hoe. Girl, like girl, you want to be seen type of hoe. You know what I'm saying? Um, and for that alone, I can see how somebody want to slap the shit out of you. Now, with all that being said, I also believe this too. You can have one of the most respectful men walking around here. You can literally have you a Barack Obama. You can have you a Papoose. Okay, a Dr. Francis, a Dr. Eugene, right? And there will be someone out there who tries your man. Because in my belief, a hoe gonna be a hoe. But like I always say, especially when it comes to side chicks exist because of husbands. If husbands told the side chicks no, there would be no side chicks. Girl. I can understand how someone could think that this woman disrespected Yandy. I can feel, I can understand why Yandy probably feels disrespected. See, I listen to y'all. I do. Believe it or not, once I say my shit, and I stand in my shit. But sometimes I'll be like, okay, I can see where they're coming from. I can see why some people who are married, or who are not even married, who are just in relationships, could feel disrespected because some woman just got into your man's Instagram, right? And said some mess like that. But I also believe too that when we look at the way that Mendeecees moves and what he puts out in the universe, when Mendeecees gets down to love and hip hop Atlanta and he stands around with his homeboys and he jokes and laughs about not wearing his wedding ring. I mean, girl, Kim did say the ring don't mean a thing. But when he jokes and laughs about not wearing his wedding ring and talks about throwing it across the room and he don't know where it's at, and we know the way that people act when it comes to wedding rings. When you get down to the TV and you have Yandy ask you if the roles were reversed, would you hold me down? Hey, And then he tell you, I don't know. All I'm saying is you have to start to look at what you put out there for people to feel comfortable enough to come to your page and offer you fellatio on a public platform. Girl, she didn't even have enough decency to go into your DMs like most decent hoes do. Girl, if I'm gonna be a hoe, I'ma just do it in your DM. You know what I'm saying? Well, not me, I'm just saying. Um, I just think it's about what you put out there. And when I think about how Mendeecees has been acting at least this season, it's like, girl, can I understand why somebody went to his public chat, girl, a post and said, girl, I want you to touch that look, I want you to touch that thing that's swinging the back of my throat. The head game is fire. Punani deciding. Okay, whatever Cardi B be saying, girl. I can see it. Because you come across as a trash ass nigga. So if she feels as though you ain't got no respect for your wife, if they feel you don't have no respect for your family, they damn sure ain't gonna have none. Now there are people out there who will argue, Rodney, people should have respect for people's relationships. But girl, it's kind of like, not to go off into a rant. I remember, at least back in the day, and I also have to acknowledge that we did not have social media back then. But I remember hearing stories of, Big Daddy, Big Mama, right? Big Daddy probably had a woman on the other side of town, Miss Deborah, Miss Betty, okay? But Miss Deborah and Miss Betty always knew they knew their place. It sounds ghetto. It sounds low vibrational. It sounds gutter snipe, right? I know. I probably shouldn't even be saying this shit out loud. We've had these discussions before. It sounds gutter snipe. It does. And I'm aware of what I'm saying. But it was something to be said that if you were going to be in that type of relationship with the man, you knew your place. You knew your role. You were to be seen and not heard. And you will be seen when I come over. Other than that, we don't see you, we don't hear you. If you see me in public, bitch, don't even speak to me. And especially if you see me with my wife. And if we got some kids, you damn sure better just get in your car and go home. Okay? Now we have social media. There are going to be people who just who just do disrespectful shit. But I also believe that when you are a man, I just feel like it will make me look at some of these men who are in these marriages, these relationships, completely different. If Mendeecees came out and checked that woman for disrespecting him and his marriage and his kids, because this is the thing. Now, you're disrespecting me. You're disrespecting me off of the grounds that you getting your black ass underneath my post thinking that I'm a man who moves with no integrity. And you would think that I would take you up on your offer to put my penis down your throat. And you know I'm in a marriage. You know I have a family. That's disrespectful to me. Because that means you think I lack integrity. And that means you think I don't honor my vows. The vows that I took before God and my family and friends. Vows. Because we know they're not married. Okay. Right? That's one. Then two, you're disrespecting my wife. Three, you're disrespecting my kids because my kids can come to my social media page and see the shit that you put underneath my post. Four, you disrespecting my family unit. Don't do that shit no more. Block. That's how you send a message to the hoes. But what happens is Y'all leave the fighting to your wives. Yandy should be sitting back with her legs crossed, not worried about nobody disrespecting her, because even if one of these heifers get out of line, he gonna handle it. Just like if somebody got out of line with me, I'm gonna handle it until I might need to call him in case this nigga is crazy. You see what I'm saying? Her, you can handle her. Him, I'm gonna handle him because I would not let somebody disrespect you like that. I wouldn't let nobody disrespect me like that. Okay? I'm talking about if I was Yandy. So I'm gonna handle him for disrespecting me and my marriage. And if it starts to go left, then I'm like, hey, baby, you need to come handle this nigga because he's talking to me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you online, you should handle that. Yandy could handle a nigga online. Don't ever talk to me like that ever again. Block. Send the message. But see, they don't like to send the message because they want the hoes to be hoes. They just don't want them to be. They just don't want them to be under their pictures. They want them to come in their DMs. Hey. Anyways, y'all get what I'm trying to say? I remember when T.I. and Tiny, when all that mess was happening with Tiny and Bernice. I don't know if Bernice was a side hoe or not. I don't know, but it was rumors going around that T.I. was messing with Bernice. And at one point, Tiny and I think Bernice had like a little back and forth via Instagram, or maybe it was Twitter. It was social media. And T.I. did an interview with Angie Martinez, and Angie asked him about the mess that was happening. And I remember T.I. saying, I'm paraphrasing, "That's women business. I don't get in the middle of women business." No, nigga, that's your wife. Online, going back and forth with someone who they say is your side chick. I don't know if she's your side chick or not. But that was when you should have stepped in and deaded that shit. Don't ever disrespect my wife like that again. But we know y'all don't care about y'all wives being disrespected, especially by another bitch. I'm cute. I'm kind of happy I let my beard grow back. I was looking at myself like, you kind of cute. Hey, man. I need. I got these clippers that I want to get. Well, not I don't have because I want to keep my beard low, low, low. Like this is the longest it'll probably ever get. Other than I actually want it to be lower than this, like kind of like a what is it called, after five, after kind of like an after five shadow. This is almost too much hair, but this is the longest that I wanted to get. I'm not doing that big beard no more. Anyways, but yeah, so it is what it is. Yandy, girl, y'all love getting on the internet fighting over these niggas, checking niggas. No, checking bitches. Your nigga should have been checking that bitch. That's who should have been checking that lady. If anybody was gonna check anybody, you should have been sitting back going to work with your legs crossed. I'm not gonna be online arguing with no other woman. If anything, he gonna check her. Why do I need to argue about my husband? Right? That's what y'all say. Them your that's my husband. Leave my husband out of it. Shout out to Sweet Tea. Every time people play that clip, I holler. But leave my husband out of it. I'm not going back and forth online. I'm not going back and forth online. If I was in a relationship and I felt and somebody got online and was doing some whole bunch of carrying on, I'm not about to be online going back and forth with no other punk. If anything, this nigga, my husband, my man, he gonna do whatever he gonna do. Hey, don't do no shit like that. Don't ever disrespect me like that. I'm in a whole relationship and you know it. But for me to get online checking another nigga over my man, girl, no. I'm not doing no shit like that. No, he gonna get your ass together. I got shit to do. Okay? I got work to do. I got work, baby. I got a job, baby. I'm not going back and forth with no punk online. Okay? And quiet as it's kept. Girl, let me shut up. All right. Girl, let's move on. Baby, listen to this. This is according to the Jasmine brand. So Cardi B recently gave fans an update on her butt injection removal process. The 31-year-old shared on an Instagram live that she had an additional surgery earlier this year to continue drawing out the silicone from her buttocks, stating, "In January, right after I shot Like What, I went and got surgery. I got some more butt injections removed." You, girl, I be wanting to say something. Well, oof. You know, it takes rounds to get your butt injections removed. I got some of my butt injections removed, and I also went to fix, like, certain things. Cardi, real name girl, has been candid with her millions of followers about wanting to restore parts of her body during a previous live session in December of 2022. The Grammy winner revealed that 95% of her biopolymers were removed from her behind. She previously stated in an interview with GQ that she initially got the silicone shots for $800 in a basement in 2014, prior to her being rich and famous. In that same live video, the mom of three who welcomed her most recent daughter with a strange husband, Offset, earlier this year. You know what I was thinking, girl? Today I was at the mall and I was in the food court and I was listening to Divas. Shout out to Erica De Niro TV. Girl, when I tell you, when she called that man, girl, she called Offset, set it off. Girl, when I tell you, the way the way I hollered in that food court, I think I've heard her call him set it off. I think I've heard her call him set it off before. Girl, she called Offset, set it off. Baby, the way I almost choked on my Chinese food, girl. Um, anyways, she gave the advice. All I'm going to say is, right, if you're young, if you're 19, 20, 21, and sometimes you're too skinny and you be like, OMG, I don't have enough fat to put in my ass. So you result to ass shots. Don't effing do it. I'm super, 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 super against mother effing ass shots. I really want to say something. I'm going to leave it alone. All I'm going to say is this, girl. K Michelle done came out and told y'all about them ass shots. Um, some of the girls get lucky, some of the girls not so much. Um, I'm just one that I fully believe in plastic surgery, especially if you're doing it for yourself, not for no nigga. But we know. Let me shut up. But girl, I also am one that believes in doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And not cutting corners. Um, and just being careful. I would. I'm gonna say this much because some of the girl. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. This is why I did this is why it's stuff like this I be wanting to say, but I just feel like this is why I need a Patreon, because I feel like on Patreon I would be a little bit more comfortable saying certain things. Because some stuff you just can't say. You see, we already be over here spelling out words because you be kind of nervous to say a word so many times. You really can't say the R word like that. You know what I'm saying? You really can't say, when somebody's unalive, the M word. So you are already over here like spelling out words, coming up with alternative words to say. Shout out to Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B. I do remember one point. Cardi B had a nice body, and it's like she kept going and 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 going. And I was like, Cardi, baby, that body started looking real botched to me. It's no shade, and I was like, I hated that for her. It just was like almost seemed too much. She said all hers, but how the song goes? She said all her. She said all her, but her thighs don't match. Your thighs wouldn't match, Cardi. However the song go, your thighs wasn't matching. At one point they were. And all of a sudden, I was like, okay, girl, that seemed too much. But girl, it ain't my ass or my thighs, girl. Girl, my ass and thighs match. Boots. Hey!